Silence sometimes is hard to understand. It is uncomfortable, isn't it? It's tough to look at someone on a stage in a complete silence. You were waiting for something to happen, but silence itself is communication. We just had a conversation through our eyes, our smile, our body. One of the axioms of communication is you cannot not communicate. Me? Yes, you, all of you, fellow communicators. I must confess it. I was a silent communicator for the larger part of my life. And what you just saw before was my traditional way of communication. I was what here in Toastmasters we define as the analytical type of communicator, but it was extremely analytical. I was what I call the nerd communicator because I analyze and overanalyze situations. I thought on every single possible implication of saying something. Are there any nerd communicators in the room? In Toastmasters, we usually ask each other, how do I speak? But for me, the real question was, do I speak? Some of you may be afraid of public speaking. And you are lucky, because I wasn't afraid of public speaking. I was afraid of speaking just in front of one person, say my name and introduce myself. And my body didn't help me to be open to people. When it was in public, I was so uncomfortable that sometimes I used specific position of my body. Like, for example, sometimes I used the fig leaf position or the T-Rex position. And when it was very uncomfortable, my favorite was the unsociable contortionist. So, and I also have an internal voice. Do you have an internal voice? Good. So every time I was starting to speak, my internal voice was saying, I dare. Did you say a word? Well, I tried. No, don't do it again. Do not try. Why? Because they will judge you. Don't say a word. So I listened to my internal voice, but sometimes I was forced to meet other people and speak. I remember once I was invited to a party, and the picture was this. I was back in a corner, looking at my phone, with my arms and legs very close to my body, praying that nobody came near to me to speak. But, hi, what's your name? How are you enjoying the party? Is it fun, huh? I felt like a rabbit near a hunting dog, and my thinking was, oh, please go away. I don't want to speak. It is too painful. I can't do that. Please leave me in the silence of my mind. And I've learned the poker face tactic. So, no movements in my face. I just shake my head, hoping that the other person was bored enough to go away. And it usually worked. What kind of communicator am I today? I'm still analytical, but less critical. Can you be a successful communicator, even if you're shy and silent? Well, I don't have an answer, but in my experience, I was shy and silent. And I'm now able to speak in front of 200 people because I did it. I've learned a lot from silence. And the more I understood silence, the more I found a balance in my communication style. So sometimes it's tough to be silent. It's tough when we are not able to speak and you want but you can't. But silence is double-sided. Silence is also powerful. And this kind of silence happens when you feel yourself and when you feel other people. So my invitation for you tonight is, even if you are a great speaker or you just began your path to become a speaker, take the time to be silent sometimes. Feel people, listen to them and see what happens. It is not dangerous. You can try this at home. As speakers and communicators, what we should remember is one golden rule.